You're listening to the Simplifiers podcast, where we take topics in business and in life and simplify them. Award-winning event producer and educator Mary Baird Wilcock, CSCP, will help you break it all down, figure it out, and spark you to do the thing. It's time to simplify. Here's your host, mentor, and undercover superhero, Mary Baird Wilcock.
Hello and welcome back to the Simplifiers podcast. Look at you shine. You found the secret to a better life. When we simplify, we thrive in every single way. And on Fridays, we release a short bonus episode highlighting a super thought of the day. These mini episodes will help you spark new ideas, new ways of thinking, or simply challenge some old beliefs that you might have. And today, I want to talk about how to give yourself first-class self-care. As you may know, I get the opportunity to do quite a bit of travel with my work as a public speaker and a business coach, and I love to travel. You know, exploring a new city, finding the sunshine, meeting new people, and heck, even the tiny bottles of shampoo spark a little bit of joy in me, a la Marie Kondo style, while I'm on the road. So that got me thinking, especially in light of my recent conversation with financial advisor Hilary Hendershot. I'm finding that there are quite a few parallels to how I travel and how I practice self-care currently, which makes me ponder 3 questions. When is it better to travel first class versus basic economy? 2, what am I telling my psyche over and over again when I travel cheap? And 3, how important is the experience versus what you actually get for the money spent? So let's dive into that. Here are a few practical tips to try out today so that you can give yourself first-class self-care. So 1, when is it better to travel first class versus basic economy when it relates to your self-care? Great question. Well, whenever I take the train down to London from Nottingham, I always opt for first class, like no matter what. It's a short trip. I mean, it's like a little less than 2 hours, but that upgrade makes all the difference in the world. I book it through the Trainline app, and the perks of traveling first class could include free Wi-Fi and power outlets to charge my devices, free coffee and a bacon sandwich, hey, if it's early in the morning, and also bigger seats and less noise, all of which equates to more calm, more headspace, and, well, more bacon in my life. And I can't complain, really. So imagine your day ahead and utilizing this analogy in the choices that you'll be faced with. Would your mental health benefit from upgrading your life from basic economy to first class today? And I'm not talking about throwing down hundreds of dollars every time you travel. I mean, in fact, it's kind of surprising that upgrading to a first class train ticket might only equate to $10 to $15 more for me. What I'm talking about is taking the time to slow down your pace and take stock. Ask yourself, am I rushing around too much, running ragged, and, well, could use a little headspace and luxury in my mundane commute today? Giving yourself this gift might spark a new creative idea on a product or service that you could offer your clients. Or it could give you the mental space to journal out what's troubling you. Which leads me to my second question. What am I telling my psyche over and over again when I travel cheap? When I find myself being super obsessive about being frugal, to the point of unhealthiness, it really makes me wonder, what is this telling my brain and my body on a subconscious level? It's saying things like, I'm not worth it. I don't belong up in first class. I don't deserve this luxury. And we all know that this is all hogwash. It's simply not true. And while I'm not advising you to live beyond your means and to spend more than what you make, I'm asking you to give yourself a good long look at what you're telling yourself in your actions. You can journal all day long about your feelings, but if your actions tell a different tale and your self-care is suffering, it might be time to shake things up. For example, if you really want to feel more radiant and thriving, but you keep consuming fast food that really isn't food, or you really want to earn more money in your work, but you're too afraid to balance the books in your bookkeeping software, or you really want to feel more peace in your life, but you stay up super late doing the mindless death scroll on Instagram at 11 o'clock at night. Girl, I feel ya. I catch myself doing it too at times. And that's when it's time to upgrade your self-care and stop treating your mind, your body, your spirit as if it's basic economy that doesn't deserve anything different. And finally, question 3. How important is the experience versus what you actually get for the money spent? Now, I'm sure you've heard it before. When you eat at a fancy restaurant, it's less about the food and more about the dining experience. The same is true when you fly first class or business class. Folks, it's still airplane food. Just packaged a wee bit differently. You get a glass of fizz or juice in a real champagne glass upon arrival. They hand you a printed menu so you can decide on the exotic curry or roasted chicken dinner. There's the warm washcloth mid-flight just before you doze off to sleep. And don't forget the real silverware, china plates, and the super friendly flight attendants. All of this makes you feel special. And Lord knows, if you've got a 10 to 12-hour flight ahead, whatever it takes to ensure you get a good night's rest and can shorten the length of pesky jet lag afterwards, well, in my opinion, it's well worth every single penny. I find that when I fly basic economy on these international flights, I get horrible sleep, and it takes me a good 7, 8, sometimes 9 days afterwards to get back to normal. That's 7 to 9 days that I lose as a business owner where I'm not 100% on my game and potentially losing revenue. So here's a tip. Calculate how much you make per month and divide that by how many days you worked that month. That's your daily earning potential. Now multiply that number by 7 to 9 days, and you'll quickly realize how important upgrading to a ticket with a wee bit more leg room and a nicer experience is well worth it to your self-care practice and to your business. So it's not about the stuff. It rarely is. It's about the experience and what cues you're telling your subconscious all along the way. And just one final whisper, just from me to you, dear friend, coming closer. What if there is nothing more important than making sure you are nourished, mind, body, and spirit today? What if you focused more of your energy and your resources towards slowing down your pace and upgrading your life experience to feel more like you're sitting in first class versus the struggle bus of getting by in basic economy? What if you flipped the script in your head and you automatically did belong in first class, or even just inch your way closer and closer and, upgraded to the exit row for a little bit more legroom? How would that change your self-care practice today? What would it feel like if you had a little bit more headspace, a little more luxury, a little more bacon in your life? You're worth it. A mindset shift costs nothing but the courage to make a change. And the best part is, we all benefit from you upgrading your self-care practice and your life. So go for it. You belong. You can do this. I believe in you. It's time to simplify. If this thought of the day inspired you, snap a photo of you doing the thing and send it to me via Instagram, either privately or publicly. Just tag The Simplifiers, and I'll be your virtual accountability in your quest to simplify your life. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to get more of this awesome goodness coming to you automatically on Tuesdays and Fridays. Also, if you'd like to be featured in a future episode, yes, your voice on an episode of the Simplifiers podcast, I want you to click over to thesimplifiers.com and send me a voicemail. We've added a fancy little button on our website where you can record a voicemail through your phone or your laptop, and then we can feature you on a future episode. So we want to know, what's one tip that's helping you simplify your work or life these days? Maybe it's a new morning routine that's really working for you, or a great book that you're loving these days. Or maybe you've simplified breakfast, and if that's the case, I want to know all about it. Leave us a message and tell us your name, your business name, if you own one, and what city in the world you're tuning in from, plus tell us how you're simplifying. Go to thesimplifiers.com and click on the Send Mary a Voicemail button. Easy peasy, super simple, and thank you. Also, big thanks to our undercover superheroes at the Simplifiers podcast that help us create these episodes for you each and every week. Susan Marie is our podcast editor, Jeffrey Lynn, our video editor, Janine Yardley is our show notes editor, and Leiden Yardley, our director of brilliance. Manminder Athwal is our blogger. Our advisory board includes Aubrey Nowitzki, Chris Justice, and George Mills. And I'm your host, Mary Baird Wilcock. Thank you so much for listening and telling your peeps about us. As always, friends, keep things simple.
Thanks for listening to the Simplifiers Podcast. Find the show notes for this episode and all others at thesimplifierspodcast.com. Know someone in your life who needs to simplify? Be a hero and share our podcast with them. And we will see you here next time. As always, keep it simple.